In the previous episode, I introduced myself. In this video, I continue a little bit more with some advice thrown in. Now I'm going to finish this section here. The Jingle Drills diamond painting event is going to be starting on the 15th. I'm not going to be able to finish this entire canvas. That's fine. I will just get as far as I can, and then I've got to start kitting up for the Jingle Drills event. Whenever we do a time change, which some of you, depending on what country you're from, may experience this twice a year, some of you may not have time changes. That's fine. But the way that I deal with it, there's a lot of people that talk about if you set your clocks back or forward before you go to bed, then one time of the year you actually gain an hour, another time of the year you lose an hour. I don't do it that way. What I actually do is I change my clocks like 2 in the afternoon. Well, actually, I've been changing it at noon because I work on Saturdays. And that way, when I come home in the evening after work, the clocks are already changed. But on Saturday, I live based on the new time change, like from a mental perspective. I don't have the same problems that other people have. And I just wanted to share that with you. See if, I don't know if you want to try it yourself. I just know that I don't have the issues that a lot of other people seem to have. If you've never tried diamond painting or any other kind of craft, I highly recommend doing something. It's definitely fun, and just having something to keep the mind occupied. I mean, even if you're doing like crossword puzzles or jigsaw puzzles or something. I've been seeing a lot of new companies that have pens, and there's different trays out there. There's this one particular company that has a cute little gingerbread house. Oh my gosh, I want it so badly. I don't know if I'll be able to afford it, but I'm hoping I will. That particular company I'm talking about is Bijou Bliss. You can go on Etsy to find out more about that particular shop. There's another tray that I just saw. Any tray that has a lid and a stopper, I really love. When I say stopper, that's what this is. It's called a stopper. So the whole idea is it keeps the drills from falling out while you're diamond painting. So any tray that has a cover and a stopper, I'm there for it. If it doesn't have a stopper, if it doesn't have a cover, it's not as user friendly in my opinion, because if I all of a sudden had to, maybe I got called to work because somebody was out sick or whatever, and I didn't want to put all of the drills away. I wanted to be able to keep working on it, on the project when it came back, then I would be able to put the lid back on and just leave the drills in the tray to pick up when I got home. So that's one of the things that I really appreciate with trays that have lids. Even if you think, oh, I'm not crafty, I can't do stuff like that, that's one of the things that's so nice about diamond painting. It doesn't really take a whole lot of skill. Those of us that do diamond painting a lot, we do take a few liberties with the different crafts, the different canvases that we work on, and so we can make it our own. There's specialty drills that have different coatings that make the picture, make the drills sparkle better or sparkle in a different way, and really magnifies certain things about any particular picture. So there's different companies that make specialty drills or sell specialty drills. And in my personal opinion, it is worth it because, yes, you do get to be a little creative. But this is an activity that is fairly easy. You don't have to have any kind of special knowledge, especially in the beginning. So the extra fancy, like the specialty trays that I get, the specialty pens that I get, none of this stuff is important to do to get started. The basic pen like this is really all you need. And there are different companies that sell the basic beautiful kit like this one. I got this one at Michael's, and it was not that expensive. And they have a policy where if you order certain things online and then you can go to the store and pick it up, you actually, I think I got 20% off. I forget what it was. I just know that I did not pay full price. And I personally believe if you do it right, you're never going to have to pay full price. One of the things about the wax is it does get old. I don't know if it gets dry. I'm not sure exactly what it is, but it gets to the point where it no longer sticks. I have a pair of tweezers here, and all I did was just scoop in the groove where the wax goes, and I scooped out all of the wax. Now I'm going to throw it away. So all I have to do is load up the pen, and there's brand new wax in there. Oh yeah, it's definitely better. One of the other things about me that is quite interesting, well, I don't know if you could call it interesting. I discovered years ago that I'm actually autistic. I'm somewhere on the spectrum. I've never been tested, so I don't know officially. But after a friend of mine accidentally kind of joked about it, and when I started doing research, I realized, yeah, that would explain a whole lot. I get along better with animals than I do with humans. Like, I don't have very many friends because I don't get along with, I can't understand people, basically. And that's kind of a basic symptom or description of somebody autistic. As far as the autistic thing goes, I really struggled when I was a child, and I never understood why. Teachers back when I was growing up, they were taught how to teach like they were taught in one little box, I guess is the best way I can explain it. And anytime they came across some kid that didn't do things the way they were taught, they had no clue how to teach me, how to respond to me. And because I was never diagnosed, that only made it worse. Autism was not really understood when I was growing up because it really wasn't that big of a thing. And now as I've looked back on my life, I've realized, yeah, that explains that. Yeah, that explains that. Yeah, that explains that. And like, I really struggled reading, and I loved the Nancy Drew and Hardy Boy books because I could actually focus long enough to read. Plus, those books are small enough that I could actually get through. I mean, it would take me like a month to read one of the books, but it was like the only type of books. Anytime I had to do reading in schoolwork, I hated it because I really struggled. Anytime we had any kind of reading comprehension test, I could not get very far in the test because I couldn't read. I couldn't focus enough to read, but like I said, teachers didn't understand. Teachers didn't know anything about the specific issues I was dealing with, so none of them knew how to handle. They just thought that I was a wild child and was refusing to cooperate. Well, no, it wasn't that. So I really struggled in school. I really struggled as a child. I had a lot of internal home life issues. I had medical issues, and then being autistic on top of it. I was a mess. If you just want to get a few diamond paintings and not get any of the extras, that's fine too. It's a worthwhile craft that is fun, comes with enough of the basics, and is simple enough that you don't have to worry. In fact, one of the things that drives me nuts is every box or tube that one of these diamond paintings comes in, they all come with instructions. Well, I've been diamond painting for a couple of years now. I don't need the instructions. I think it's a waste of paper, but I guess for somebody that's brand new, they might not know how to diamond paint. Okay, I guess that would make sense. They would need instructions, but I didn't start diamond painting until I saw a couple of YouTube videos, so it kind of worked out for me. I'm the type of person, I like to do research first on anything before I start doing it. I don't just buy something or I don't start a project until I do a little bit of research about it.